Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LEC Winter matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Into the brush, set with the setup. LEC now running. LEC is just dead. He knows his fate. Just gonna walk away and hope it saves the rest of his team. Mirwan making it out safe. Rounding in. Hylissang level 2. Should have the Haymaker available. Gonna be tough. Level 3 now coming in as well. Alvaro getting level 3. That's a nice follow-up. Haymaker coming out. Good damage, but just not nearly enough. Cards continuing to free fire. Wants to finish off Alvaro. Is he ready to burn the flash? In comes Rel. Oh, he has to be careful here. Dagless doesn't want to overcommit. Mad Lions Koi. They get the kill.
So maybe have to turn this around. There is. There we go.
Goes back up. LEC follow through. Stun card there as well. LEC just going to finish that one. Dagless just hand delivering.
Dagless and in the right places every single time thus far.
Really consistent there. Nice hook onto Hylissang. Good follow-up coming in as well. Hylissang should just be dead here. The shield's starting to fade. Nah, not quite the damage that they need to finish it again. Obviously gets you in range when you shoot your rapid fire cannon for the gold card easier, but in general, you need boots as quick as you can. Perfect execution. Just going to be an okay escape out of that one. But anytime they get the ult out of Vito, it means all of his kill pressure is gone in mid lane. Really in the actual carry position, is she's just trash at pushing. Now, pullback is there though. Carzzy coming in. Nice little rain of arrows. Good follow-up. Level 6, not enough!
When you look at it, you've got a strong front line coming through in Hilly and Dagless. You've got good target selection that you can shot down, but going to try and respond.
There, going straight back onto Carzzy. Carzzy has cleanse and flash up and available. He's just going to try to walk away. Good pullback from Hilly. Should have another Haymaker available. A nice shield. Goes for the ultimate as well, but not much of a show to be stopped there. Supa, however, going to be in trouble here. 3 blight marks on him. Flash in for a quick Q. Instant follow-up from Dagless to lock down the Senna. Vitality keeping the play going. Frescowie just going to try to disengage and dissuade.
Alvaro might give it to them.
4 members bot side. Alvaro just going to hook out to safety. Supa invisible in the shroud. Kali can't just RM, can't just go for the initial click there, so they just walk away. Not really a lot to be done. LEC in the meantime finishing off 2, looking to make the 3rd Void Grub go down. Hylissang though wants to kick things off in isolation. Supa caught out here, but no Haymaker to come through. Alvaro gonna hit him with a thumbs up. Hylissang, bit of a questionable play here. TP now to follow up to maybe hope to block it. It's successful. Frescowie, that's a clean setup. Flick back onto Carzzy is nasty. And Mad Lions Koi instantly
a little bit better. And that was nailed it by Hilly. He's not dissuaded. He's like, cool, let's go again.
He's role playing. He is the boss. That said, the boss is broke and doesn't do damage unless people hit him. So he's just going to walk away there. So
into Frescowie, because Frescowie, as you can see, can easily shove the wave now that he's got his tier stacked. Not going to really be an issue.
Pull back there from Hylissang. Excellent combo. Nice showstopper. Hylissang to the back line. He's dead again. There's no time for a Haymaker. Can't even get another blow down. It's on Vito to try to turn this fight back. Frescowie lays down the unraveled Earth. There's Vito can't dash. He's instantly flipped back as well. Vito needs to dash through and try to find another kill. LEC locked up. Vito going out. He cannot go back in. However, the shuriken flip marking a dead target. Supa now locked up. And Carzzy just going absolutely God mode. Still standing. Body block big there. Carzzy needs to get the hell out. Frescowie, nice big rock there. A second one. Back to back. This is going to be done there. Coach staff feeling good on that play. This time Hylissang completely caught out, not on a play he initiated. Easy gold card follow-up. We'll get the opportunity to throw out the Haymaker if he so chooses. He does! But he is no longer a laning set at 5 minutes. He is a 1-5 support set, and that does not do enough damage.
And this again is like Vitality over pushing the play. They try to go for the set. Alvaro linking up with either the TF or Frescowie is going to guarantee a kill. And there's the tower gone.
Hylissang stepping forward to threaten, but Celestial opposition already taken out. Hylissang just disappeared. Now Vito going in, he's going to be able to take out Alvaro, but the instant response coming through as well. That's Dagless' ultimate taken down. Frescowie again, just uncontested. Photon trying to ghost in, trying to get a little bit more done. Vito stepping forward, wants to get some more damage onto Supa. Photon knows that he has to turn this entire play around. The Gwen, here she is, the shutdown for Carzzy in 5. And that means that they have started Drake. Hilly again fishing for the setup. Mirwan on the backside, laying down the gold card. LEC over the wall. The Dragon already down. Mad Lions Koi do not need to commit anything else, and they will
to be a side lane threat and have a little bit more in team fights versus what was the Shadow Flame. Not that anymore as Hilly.
Done. Celestial opposition mitigating some of the upfront damage, and he's dead again. He's gone. Without Mirwan there. So don't think they're going to go for any early force here, as Vitality seem keen to make a fight happen. Hylissang going back in, but Carzzy's been locked up. Knockup now coming in as well. Carzzy locked up as well. The interrupt coming in for Elioyo, but only buys a brief moment. Carzzy still standing though. Carzzy continuing to auto attack, generating so much space. Vitality clean team fighting to keep that 80 carry standing. Mirwin with the gold card. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Gwen already on top of him. Boris just keeps hitting. Somebody kill Carzzy, but they don't have the tools. They don't have the space. Supa now stepping forward. This is his chance to turn the fight back. The slows now coming in. One more Q might just do it. Step forward. Q auto. He gets it done. Supa finally taking
for the fight, and then Hilly's just gonna have this big ultimate in one of these fights where we're just like, clearly it's a great pick.
That's a generous narrative. We'll see if that turns out to be the case. Nice pick here on the side onto Photon. Fantastic use of the Twisted Fate Destiny there. VTO now trying to make his way out of the fight. Fresskowy again just uncontested on the back line here. Hex flash from Hilly. Looking for the angle as he does. Celestial opposition gonna fade away. The unraveled Earth. Edge looking for the angle here. Mad Lions Koi stepping up. Could be third Drake for Vitality. Good wall coming in from the side from Fresskowy. Has kept Carzzy out of the fight. Carzzy throwing the ult, and that's about all he's going to be able to contribute. But Photon staying in the shroud can deal so much more damage back. Fresskowy looking for the solo coming in. Managing to get the double with support from Elioyo. Vitality getting absolutely routed in the fight. Vitality caught by the wall. Could not find the angle to fight on their terms.
Monster play from Fresskowy, so gets the wall to separate.
Who is going to get there first is Hylissang. Can he disrupt? Can he buy enough time? No, there's just no way. This is already gone. Close, a few seconds difference with the rest of his kit. Massive. Not only taking Carzzy out of the fight with the wall, but also shutting him down, and that's huge damage going in. VTO going out of the rift, sent packing back to the fountain. Perfect way to start this push in. Wave clear on the side of Vitality is awful. 96 souls on Senna, so almost 100 extra range. Should hit 100 here shortly. You cannot stop this siege. That's a Twisted Fate with a gold card. If you try to make anything happen, he will kill you, and if you step any further forward, Fresskowy will wall you off. Mad Lions Koi are taking their time here, but Vitality are getting choked out. They got a little bit of air left in these lungs, but they got to make it count.
Vitality have a moment here. TP topside from Fresskowy, so if they were going to go for a play, that could have been their moment, but with VTO down, they don't feel confident to take the 4v4, had the Talia wall to get back into position, so they decide to just back away. So mid lane turret goes down, top lane will surely follow as well, and with the amount of vision the Mad Lions Koi having this bottom part, the jungle, they won't be able to go, but what?
Hylissang gone. Hylissang's out. He tried for the angle, but again, he's just dying mid-animation, so he just cannot get anything else done. Mad Lions Koi. Now the wall is coming through. They've actually lighted them in. They're bringing them back. A flick back hitting onto VTO. Supa managing to throw the ult across the entire remaining team. Photon the only one doing any damage, but it's just not enough at all. Mad Lions Koi, it was close. It was back and forth for a little bit of the early game, but once they took control, they have not let go. Once they put their foot on the gas, they have not stopped. Hylissang will go for one last desperate maneuver, but he's just adding to the death count. Mad Lions Koi drawing first blood in the best of 3, one win away from the best of 5 portion of our playoffs.
It was close until it wasn't.
You want to go in as Photon, you want to start fights. It's the complete opposite direction though, and he's
To survive a huge amount of that, so will actually be Douglas now going back towards the Void Grubs, trying to pick it up, but on the bottom lane.
He's getting run down here. Flash in.
Nice.
Excellent setup now coming in from Carzzy. Trade back from Supa. Big damage. Hail of Blades. He just maths better.
Mate, he didn't even use it. He still got the heal. He was just like, I don't care. Show me what you got, Supa.
Pretty impossible for Carzzy to do anything. He burned his flash, but VTO now going in. Mirwin again being bullied. This is comeuppance, but it doesn't feel fair. The name 1K gold lead. Mirwin's back, but so was Douglas. That's a Q flash into an ult. More damage now coming in. Akshan throwing down. Mirwin desperate to get a kill back. One last tower shot not going to come in. Photon can't overextend here. He's just instantly going to flash out. He gets another. Fresskowy on the way up. Is he willing to ult in? He is. Trying to follow it up, but the stun is there. VTO going to go in to try to get the damage down. Roots now coming through. Photon does a lot of work here. Red buff for Elioyo. How much damage can the brand do? Trying to get away. Passive ticking away. The Blaze not quite enough to finish him. Elioyo now going to be in trouble. VTO playing on the edge here. That's one quick kill. Fresskowy running. W.
Douglas has. Like, that looks like nothing. But here we go on picture-in-picture.
Picture Hylissang again committing for the fight. VTO getting chunked out there. Mirwin now looking to knock back here. Desperate to get the 1v1 back. Oh! Oh! Now that you're on your lonesome, you're...
That acts as the ultimate of Photon beam.
Definitely are. Vitality first setup, and of course, when Photon is there, it's hard to walk up. You know, Blade of the Rune King, it's not the burst. Look at him! How can you not love him? Oh, I respect to Photon for getting that lead, but respect to Mirror for finding it back. Ult flash back to safety. Super gonna follow up with an ult of his own. That should just be one dead jungler. Now trying to follow up on Carzzy as well. Carzzy laying down the feathers, but nothing to come from it. Mad Lions Koi still holding on to a 1K gold lead.
And in the grand scheme of things, look, Photon, yes, he has a lead in top side, but it's not really much to right home with. Carzzy's about to die on box.
Okay, feathers are gonna fly. Carzzy's gonna go right back down, and I don't think there's really anything he can do here. Hylissang gonna come and try to save him, but it might just set up for 2 deaths there. Alvaro still standing for a brief moment. BTO now dashing out to safety. Chains fully connecting. Come up, it's coming in, but not finishing the job. Photon getting the extra movement speed from the Blade of the Rune King, going invisible. This happened to me once. Lore stole a Kit Kat. Now Photon going in, looking to steal a little bit more than that. BTO already finding a kill. That's a shutdown.
He still plays Shino.
You're trying to get out. The extra movement speed now coming in. Hylissang, that's a nice knock up to start it off. Vitality. And these extended plays, another action swing. Photon will not be stopped. Will now make it out to
to get some plays, but as Mad Lions Koi, if you try to make a fight happen and it doesn't work out, you're so squishy. You've so little
play for either of these teams, to be honest with you. The chase potential of these lineups is a terrifying prospect with these picks like LeBlanc in the Action.
But now like 4 kills onto this LeBlanc, like she goes through side lanes, 9 stacks in the Dark Seal. She one-shots pretty much like bringing video into these moments where here you can pop over a wall, quick Q, or Q, and then your E to pop everything, and you just one-shot someone and just distortion back.
Saw the super focused effort to put him down in the dirt. Of course, he brought some of that back, but
kind of surprised to see the Profane Hydra here for Mirren in the top side, just to help with added like wave clear and stuff, but traditionally you'd see like the Yomus and Opportunity, and you go for that full poke build, so I mean, he will get a little bit of like a way through to make sure we're going to be safe, but Vitality have already burst this out. It looks like Mad Lions not really going to check it, they're just going to...
Piercing arrow, generally favored over Carzzy when it comes to wave clear, just because of usually having first access, but Hylissang now going to try to kick the fight off. Supa locked up, but that was not it. Supa's going to punish him for it. Goodbye, Hilly. Now VTO can come over the wall, but they're investing in a lost play. Vitality overcommitting resources, and before I think it might have been crazy for Mad Lions Core to try and force the Baron. It's getting less crazy, Dagda.
As long as this poke lands, yeah, 100%. VTO will have the TP to come back in though, so again, I think you play off this frontline vision as Vitality try to clear it. Oh, where is
over the wall, immediate stun. That's one squishy man, easy target. Ezio Auditore just gone. Mad Lions Koi now just focus on the objective here. Dagos can try to get into the pit, but they should be able to burst him out. BTO is the big threat though. Eyes on the LeBlanc, how much damage can she get down? Vitality waiting, hovering around the edge here. Merwin just trying to keep eyes on Douglas. Maybe hoping for the pit. 4K getting lower. Mad Lions Core, are they willing to go for the 50-50 here? Douglas committing. Q-Flash not going to connect. Now getting knocked back to the pit. It's getting lower and lower. VTO going in. He just bursts down enemy mid laner. Boris Q going to try to finish the job off. Baron secured by the side of Mad Lions Koi. Vitality managed to get one, but Carzzy now backstepping. Ooh, Feather's not going to connect there. Arrows flying in. Mirwin flying in. Mad Lions Koi get the Baron. They find some kills, but
he's trying to keep Carzzy in check. Baron goes the way of Mad Lions Koi, and VTO's just waiting on cooldowns before he can really start that Vitality had.
Yep. Credit to Mad Lions Koi. I mean, Elyoyo winning the 50-50 is big there.
Massive.
You know, at the end of the day, outside of the Baron, the play was already favoring Mad Lions Koi, but if you had lost 50-50, it certainly would have fallen apart. Supa has overstepped for a brief moment, but the instant follow-up is there! Who's getting the comeuppance now? Good damage from Supa on the backline again, uncontested. Oh, hostile takeover going to connect on the Carzzy as he lands, and the cleanse already gone. Frescowi coming in from the backside, a killer instinct with a shutdown. Carzzy at least managing to take Supa out of the equation. Frescowi still untouched, Hylissang running. It's a slaughter in the mid lane, only VTO left standing. Triple kill for Frescowi.
Nice idea, but they cannot kill Supa. The Alvaro was there, you get the heal from Supa to keep Elyoyo alive as well. And Mad Lions Koi, what looked like a poor position for them to be in, now suddenly find themselves with stacking in the side lane. Now Mad Lions Koi control the map, they're the ones that can get down the vision, they can look for picks onto Hilly again, and he's gonna be gone.
Damage. Nowhere for him to go, bouncing back and forth between he and Elyoyo. The shock blast to finish the job.
The actual
game, but Hilly will make it out okay. Photon trying to make a play on the opposite side of the map. It is not Soul for Mad Lions Koi. It is their first of the game. Could have been right there. Hylissang gonna get caught out here. We'll have Douglas to leap back to, but he's just brought the Brand ult with him, and now they're blazing away, and they're both probably dead here, Frescowi ults. Hillsang gonna go down first. Douglas now gonna make it out to safety, and
Just trying to double up here, Photon on video to just try and look for some sort of answer. I mean, you can kind of keep this pressure up. There's a question mark here. He's going to be able to kill this structure before he TPs in. So this is where Mad Lions Koi at least will lose a little bit out on the map. But where does he TP to is the next question.
be tough. They really have any vision in their back pocket. Hillsang has a single control ward. They could look to take it down, but Inhibitor traded for Baron. That was surprisingly bloodless. Neither side looking to take the fight there. Means Mad Lions Koi are at least going to have access, knocking down a tier 2, likely to match with an inhibitor of their own. The rest of Vitality looking to make a counterplay here.
I mean, they aren't in position, and look, they're just going to try and go for mid. Mirwin calls.
Mirwin caught out, pull back on the feathers, does not connect. Flash forward from Garzi, determined to get something back, but Mirwin living is a disaster for the Vitality counterpunch here. The rest of the team from Mad Lions Koi can just end the game. Dagos has to move in, they have to delete the wave. VTO ready to give his life to end the wave, but VTO's finally been caught out. He can finally try to step back, but he's been shut down. Dagos gonna drop down as well. The Baron and power creeps here as well. Mirwin gonna stop the recall coming in, and that's gonna do it. Vitality trying to get too tricky. Karzi doesn't have the resources to turn this one back. The poke now coming in, the feathers fly, the pullback is there, but Elyoya does not burn. Karzi now in trouble. Sky just dives to the backline. Mad Lions Koi have done it. In their first split with 4 rookies, they will secure top 4 in the LEC Winter season. Photon does not have the time to damage.
Onto you. It does make Vi's life a little bit harder. Also, Norless, if the ultimate is thrown out, can easily force out the ultimate from the Xayah. But when you have a champion like Hwei and Senna in the late...
does finish that off, decides against it. We've got 3 summoners left. Have DOS and Exakick to try and survive. Jun tanks the tower. Exakick already down. First blood to Fnatic. Good knock up onto Jun though. Razork won't tank the tower afterwards. Now they can look for the re-engage. Noah and Razork. Do you want more here or do you just want the plate? Waiting for the Vault Breaker. There it lands. Noah tank the tower. Van Gogh. Torment would be, I mean, a Torment actually fits more with Van Gogh, but we're going to see another fight down towards the bottom lane as Isma goes in. Jun trying to tank this up, gets hit with the Blade Caller. Humanoid on his way as well. Good shuffle back as Razor's now in the midst of the fray. The Grasp more will get 2. SK very low, walking away wounded. Humanoid looking for a little bit more damage. Last Embrace going to hit on Exakick. He does have the flash. Will he get out in time? He escapes for now. Isma has flash, has jump, uses the flash early to escape. The dredge line crossing more, pulling him back, but confirm out.
He is naturally an aggressive player. He likes to fight, and he's been finding a lot of great plays. Dragon will be secured by Fnatic. Good secure there.
And a gold lead overall for Fnatic, about 1,300 gold ahead. Leads in top, leads in jungle. A sizable lead in form of AD carry as well, 700
Has
gold.
the TP available.
They're going to look for it. Death charge onto Exakick. Last Embrace out. Razork diving forward. The Dawning Shadow as well as they just lock up Exa and they take him out of the fight. Isma trying to do everything he can here, but Humanoid tanks the tower perfectly. Jun takes the kill. Razork manages to survive. 100 HP, more than enough for the Fnatic dive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now the Dragon spawning. Fnatic have priority over it.
All out, coming out from Irrelevant.
Looking for a play.
Oscar pops the World Ender. Should just be able to walk away from this one. Does still have the flash, puts the Infernal Chains back, pulled back with the Intofos. It's not going to be enough from Irrelevant. More about forcing Oscar out of the fight. Isma is on his way. Oscar still has TP flash, but he stays around to try and catch the wave. And now with Isma coming in, the Dawning Shadow, well, it will dawn on his death day. Irrelevant takes the kill.
He realized that he was on the weak side. Irrelevant did a good job of forcing that fight to set up for the potential dive. Even if he did try to retreat, I think it would have been difficult given that Isma and Exakick were already on their way up there. Anyway, regardless, they will lose their top laner, but in exchange, Fnatic get themselves their second dragon of the game and the bot tower. So they are in full control of this early game.
And importantly, the Rift Out spawned before those extra 2 grubs were picked up by SK. So the grubs died. Oscar coming across. We'll see that that ward was just placed. Still clears it out and steps forward. Okay, Oscar, you should have known that that ward just went down. A little bit greedy to step forward towards the Tribush. SK were lying in Jenga. People that love stacks do like the Jenga. As Isma locked up here with the depth charge, spiraling despair coming in as well, but he gets the shield. Jun has to flash away. Razork dashes onto DOS. And in the end, as much ado about nothing as Isma is able to escape, but the Dawning Shadow flashed away. Dragon up in a minute. Isma would no longer have that summoner spell as Niski's locked up the charm on Razork. He tanks a couple of tower shots, but the heal will be enough to keep him alive. Oscar gets one though as Exakick flashes forward. Noah trying to dash away. Humanoid has a flash of his own.
Of the flash Q combo to then chain CC him into the ultimate to then find that execution. But the response from Irrelevant and Exakick was swift because Fnatic was forced to retreat. Now Oscar could be overstepping here.
There's the TP. Isma jumps across the wall, misses the knock-up. Oscar with the World Ender might actually escape from this. Nisty's going to slide forward. He still has the Emperor's Divide. And I spoke a little bit too hastily saying Oscar had a chance to get away from this because unless he plays this perfectly, there is just no escape. SK get their 7th. The Dragon up, already down to 4,500. Isma doesn't have the Magnet Storm, and there's no Emperor's Divide or Quickness, so SK are running short on utility themselves. Oscar steps in, the Dragon secured. There's the knock-up onto Oscar as well. He does still have the flash. Depth charge lands onto the back line. There's the Spiraling Despair as well. Irrelevant can try to get away from this. Lands the 3-man knock-up. There's the all-out on Razork as well. But the cease and desist comes back off cooldown. Feather Storm out by Exakick. He falls low, but he doesn't quite die as Oscar in and tries to take him. The Searing Bolt going wide as Exakick sidesteps it. And in the end, it's another 2 kills and a Drake over to SK.
SK are navigating these fights very well. Great patient play from them. Ooh, Exakick ends up losing his life. He had no more tools left in the kit to escape from that one. Noah trades back a kill. But I mean, it's better. Most people don't look at the map medic.
Jun flashes away. Isma looking for the stun here as well. Magnet Storm lands onto 2. Dawning Shadow across as well. Feather Storm by Exakick, and he's a little bit split from this fight. Isma lands another stun. Irrelevant trying to get into the back line, but he's ceased and desisted by Razork, who does have
SK even have that top wave slowly pushing in their favor. The pressure is fully on to Fnatic right now. Oscar in 2 full levels behind.
Another stun onto Jun. TP behind by Irrelevant. Jun so low, tries to dredge line forward, but can't find anyone. Spiraling Despair on Isma. Well, Spiraling Despair for Fnatic as they consistently lose their first carry. Doss looking for the engage here, flashes forward, lands the double knock-up, and in goes Niski. Sweeps them back, pops the stopwatch. Irrelevant now tanking the tower. The Dawning Shadow will be enough to help take out Niski, and Noah starts to open up the big guns. Exakick flashes forward though with the Blade Caller. The Feather Storms as the feathers fly, and Noah falls. Razork and Oscar in trying to do everything they can to turn this fight around, and they'll do exactly that. Oscar in with the World Ender trying to get onto Isma, but can't get close enough. Good knockback by Irrelevant. Dash forward by Razork, dash away from the Cassante.
Game open there. But unfortunately, a small misstep results in Fnatic bouncing back. So it starts off.
Fnatic are continuing to scale up though. 3 items on Noah. We'll have a look at his stacks in a moment. I'm going to guess 78 theirs. Only Isma on the side of SK has a flash. I haven't seen Irrelevant use his flash all game.
Here comes Doss.
Might be because he's got Ghost, as Isma can go forward. The dash in by Razork, dash away by Isma. Pathmaker, Oscar in, locked in the pit, charmed up. There's the Baron secured by SK. Isma gets it. Oscar in now in the middle of the pit as Isma flashes away. Irrelevant takes down one. Exakick though so low in the back. Doss trying to do everything he can here. Niski pops a stopwatch for a second, but Humanoid's still alive and he has damn loads of damage to try and dish out. The fear back on Irrelevant. Razork will be locked up with the Pathmaker, and that is a very dead buy. He can try to dash the wall, but Irrelevant gets in his way. In the end, an incredible exchange for SK. Split. Niski kind of hovering between the 2 lanes. Irrelevant's now adopted the mid lane position, while SK investing 4 players down towards this bottom side. Isma locked up though underneath the tower as he tanks it. The charm onto Jun, not going to be enough for now as he manages to escape. Irrelevant TP's in, and immediately Fnatic are like,
making his way back towards the team to offer assistance. It's SK who have entrance to the Dragon.
The risk for SK is they don't have the quickness, they don't have the Magnet Storm, and they don't really have follow-up engage on Isma diving in. Isma falls low. Niski trying to get onto Jun as well, as he will be able to take out the Nautilus with a couple more auto attacks, but he hasn't got them down yet. He shuffles Jun away, and Oscar is doing everything he can to help out his support. In the end, a 1-for-1 so far. Irrelevant trying to join the fray from the bottom side. The Bolt Breaker charged up by Razork, but Irrelevant with his dancing shoes dodges to the side. Humanoid severing Bolt once again. The chase continues as Oscar is knocked back. Doss goes back in. Razork coming in from the side as the Grasping Maw, unable to find something in its teethy clutches. The Dragon started though, and SK won't be able to get into the pit. Fnatic get the soul.
Ends up being a 1-for-1. I think Niski really misplayed that fight.
Yeah. To 8. Fnatic trying to step forward. Doss still no quickness. 5,000 on the Baron. Isma sticking on it for now. Razork charging up the Vault Breaker, looking to get across the wall. Now they'll re-engage on it. Razork does have the flash. He has the blast go. Razork steals it. Doss forced low down towards the bottom side of the fight as Irrelevant tries to keep 4 members of Fnatic away. Maybe SK will want to take a bit more of the battle as the all-out comes out. Exakick flashes forward. SK know they need to find something now as they go in. The Root Caller coming out as Jun falls low, as does Razork. 2 so far. Irrelevant still healthy enough to rejoin if he can. Exakick forced down towards the bottom side. No flash, no Feather Storm, no hope of him getting away, but a good slide back from Niski into the stopwatch, into the quickness, into the charm, into Oscar falling. Niski goes down as well. In the end, Fnatic walk away with only 1 Baron buff.
It's still a great team fight for SK.
He'd be a very happy artist.
Once again, we find ourselves in the mid lane, fighting over the wave. Isma tries to land the stun. Exakick takes a chip of damage. Here we go.
Jun so low already. Jun almost down as Irrelevant now dashes forward, and Fnatic are on the back foot. 4v5. They have to try and find a way to get out of this alive, but Oscar has failed in that objective.
In the hands of SK. And they just consistently shut down this engage from Fnatic. It's always Jun. To see some of the good team fighting, but a lot of credit I really feel needs to go to Irrelevant. Look, they just walked their way in. Exactly what you need to do.
Just tanks for an absolute year. The Elder here as Humanoids pulled back and exploded by SK. They're not going to be able to win the game off this minion wave, are they? I mean, the cannon's going to die, and then I feel like Fnatic should be able to clear the back
cares about those towers?
The backdoor bonus might be enough, as Irrelevant is still tanking the towers. Jun's going to dredge line away. Niski dives forward, but Noah's able to escape. Doesn't even have to burn the flash, and now they're underneath the Nexus towers. And although Irrelevant might not care, Niski definitely does. Noah's now going to open up on Irrelevant. He's locked up in the last embrace, and Irrelevant for the first time in 37 minutes falls.
142 stacks.
We only have 2 ultimates available for this next fight as Irrelevant steps forward. His is one of them, the all-out, still a possibility. The Emperor's Divide as well. Isma needs to jump away from that, but he doesn't have the time to escape. The Infernal Chain's just short. TP from Niski! TP from Niski! Noah stepping forward, Dosh dashing away. The TP.
Wait, they can just kill the TP.
They can look for Irrelevant. It's pretty hard to kill him, I'm going to say. He's only died once so far. This game pulled back from the Pathmaker. The Baron will fall, though, as SK secure it. The Blast Cone away by Irrelevant.
Okay.
Getting the TP a little bit more tricky.
Fnatic are looking for a numbers advantage fight. They have 5 members, but SK have Avenue into the base.
SK have the
who is shepherding who here?
I mean, Fnatic are trying to shepherd SK, but they're not very good sheep. I'm going to be honest. They kind of just run wherever they damn well please, as the inhibitor tower and the inhibitor will fall. Fnatic now make their way back into the base, but the bound up minions will light them. 60 if you include the boots, as the Elder is already down to 10,000. Can Razork pull a rabbit out of the proverbial hat? Can he find a steal, or will Irrelevant go for the engage first? Oscar in looking to the flank, X-kick puts the feathers down. The Dawning Shadow will land on a lot as Oscar gets charmed up immediately. The cease and desist on the backline, but Razork just can't put the damage down, and Irrelevant can. He dives into Fnatic's backline as Niski dives forward to help him. It's 4-for-1 so far. The Elder on the menu for SK if they want it, but I think they want a much juicier prize.
That fight was cut and dry, and they're going to add insult to injury and send Noah back to the fountain. 5 members alive. SK will secure the victory here in game 1.
A very back and forth affair between them. Irrelevant, definitely the MVP for SK, carrying them through the game and taking them to 1-0 in the series.
R is also perfectly fine. Irrelevant, very good Gnar player. He's got a very long history on it, all the way back to his Misfit days. It was something that he was often going towards, and something he's shown great proficiency.
With a Doran's Blade on your Ezreal, you're not going to do too much work. Instead, get the objective, get yourself a plate, a little bit more gold in your back pockets. One of the great things about playing a ranged support like the Ashe is you can always argue that you should share the plates. And as a support, getting that 63, to 100 extra gold, it's just so nice. Who would pretend to be me?
Oscar in and getting bullied a little bit. Noah
gets hooked. Isma's looking for the flank here as well. The flash away. Noah. Fnatic fans just absolutely cursed him. Positioning was quite aggressive. As we see the arrow come through in the mid lane, hits onto Niski. Humanoid's going to land the chains as well. The True Shot barrage is enough, and Niski doesn't get a chance to move. Control trade. It's not going to be the Drake yet, though, because there's still 30 seconds before that's up, Vedi.
Isma's getting this deep vision, looking for a potential dive. Noah recognizes he's on the weak side. Going to use his ultimate to thin out the wave.
Noah has no flash.
Dangerously
Dos
close.
has ult. Yeah, this is not the easiest from Noah as the stun lands, but a good enchanted crystal arrow means that Noah gets a sidestep. The arrow from Jun saving his AD carry's life, delayed enough time so that Isma could not land the follow-up CC.
Now, the question is, do SK feel strong enough to force this dragon? Jerome, Humanoid was very quick to follow him, and he was harassing him all his way towards the bot side of the map.
Good wallop. Knock into the wall there for Oscar. Irrelevant goes mini. Oscar.
Very close. Of course, he would still have the passive, but if Irrelevant could proc that, he'd be pretty happy. Razork, though, sitting pretty comfy right now.
I was wondering if Irrelevant, but even then, I don't think your blood boils at 37 degrees, otherwise we'd all be dead, Betty. Isma looking to take us out of our misery with this conversation. Going for that fight. Blue buff secured by Isma, I believe. Razork chases him away, though, and there's the kill. Fnatic get their second on the board. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Irrelevant continues to harass and harangue. Oscar in.
Nice trade once again from Irrelevant. Isma sacrificed his life for a blue buff. I think Fnatic will be pretty happy with that trade. They're continuing to mount advantages. Tower going to be secured in bot lane. That tower is getting very low in mid as well. They're looking for the dive.
Where are you going, Niski? Emperor's Divide, flash away initially. Razork dashes forward. The Emperor's Divide comes back. The Dawning Shadow Shield, not enough. As Humanoid and Razork able to tank up both the towers and escape.
Nice movement from Fnatic from bot into mid. They find another pick, but Irrelevant still standing strong in the top lane in game one. Here, Humanoid, though, has been left by his jungler.
No tower here for him. Isma might just use the Magnet Storm initially. There's the slide forward, the arrow going wide. Humanoid tries to survive, but doesn't really have anywhere to go. Niski takes the kill, meanwhile in the mid lane, Noah takes the tower.
Yeah, I will say, that was probably a mistake on Humanoid's part.
Oscar in court. Razork might just look for the Drake here. Oscar is going to take a long time to kill. Niski now stepping back. Oscar in already low. Exekick with the Dawning Shadow. The Drake secured by Noah. Oscar in dies. No fight ensues. But the Dragon goes over to Fnatic.
So, okay, it's a kill for Drake, but I really think that's worth it. That was close. Here comes Humanoid.
There's the arrow.
Arrow. Ooh. Niski won't fall for the same trick twice. Regardless, Jun and Irrelevant will now go face to face. Naturally, you give the advantage to Irrelevant.
I think Irrelevant wins these. Yep, Irrelevant wins these. Isma here to back him up. And
Irrelevant will just be like, all right, we'll have another.
For Fnatic, TP's behind. There's 2 invested. That second one will be seen because it's on a control ward. The arrow does land onto Exekick, who's now trying to get away. Hook from DOS as well. Oscar in and tries to get on the back line, but misses the stretching strike. The investment from DOS was a deadly one as he sacrificed Wordles or LOLs, right? It's like, if you don't guess the champ action, I'm just going to run back and hit your tower. You get the Rift Herald in. Isma has to flash away here as Razork was on the way. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow dodged away from him as well. DOS, Hex flashing away. Isma doesn't really have a place to go here. The Magnet Storm still locking Razork against the wall, but with the TP coming in from Niski, Irrelevant's looking for that Mega Gnar. Bar building up, Humanoid keeping them so far at bay though. Irrelevant has the Megas charged up now. Chun flashes forward. Irrelevant goes in for the Mega Gnar, but it only lands onto 2. Is that enough? Irrelevant then dashes away. Niski slides in though. Perfectly played by Niski as SK managed to find 2. They lose their support for it. Niski trying to kill off Razork, but can't quite get the damage down. In the end, a 3 for 2 in favor of Fnatic. Make it 4 perhaps as Exekick tries to run from the Karma, but it's out to get him. Can't quite find it as now Humanoid has overstepped. Will be a 3 for 3 in the end. He has, Vetty.
Yep, he
has. With the chip damage down, Irrelevant building up that Mega Gnar. No flash for him, makes it harder for him to get access that back line. Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits Isma. They're looking to burst him down. Oscar in and dives forward, and the smite secured by Razork. And now the fight perhaps secured by Fnatic. Irrelevant trying to get towards that damage, but he just can't get enough down. Exekick caught out by Razork, and DOS and SK now starting to retreat. The death charge comes out at the end of the fight, and once again, and a date with Mad Lions Koi awaits them Friday of next week. 24 minutes in, there's the Baron, 1,000 gold lead for them as well. That's how engaged they were looking for. Irrelevant splitting off in the top lane. We'll be able to get a tier 2 here, but they're sacking 2 tier 2s for it. Obviously a net gain for Fnatic. Niski tries to clear out the wave, or at least chunk away at Oscar in. Enchanted Crystal Arrow going wide there. Isma dashes back with a wave. State in mid lane, very healthy for Fnatic. They'll get an inhibitor tower out of this. TP behind by Irrelevant. He's built up that Mega Gnar bar. Now Razork's got a little bit too deep. Rooted up, locked up. Irrelevant trying to run away from the rest of Fnatic. Razork locked up with a depth charge as well. Should fall here, but the heal gets him out in time. Irrelevant goes into Mega. Does not have the flash, but he has the dash to only bring back Humanoid, and now SK are on the back foot, forced away. As Noah gets a shutdown, Niski puts the Emperor's Divide up, but those bodyguards aren't saving anyone. Fnatic looking for the win.
SK just can't find a good engage. Fnatic used their range beautifully, and they're going to look to end this game in 26 minutes.
Exekick, DOS, and Isma. It's all on them to try and defend the Nexus, but Oscar in is tanking the Nexus towers. We saw SK overstep a little bit in this position in game 1, but Fnatic do not do the same. The Nexus in their eyes, they don't care about the kills. Give them game 3.
Really well played poke comp from Fnatic. It was a slow early game, but they knew what their win conditions were. So again, a lot of the engage falls on the responsibility of Isma, and Fnatic have just said, okay, we'll go on. But
Oscar in. What's he building? What's he crafting?
looks like he's going to cancel it.
Ruby Crystal gets it.
I think he's dead here, Medic.
I think he might be as well. Now, he does have tools to escape. He puts down the pillar. He'll flash forward, land a double knocker, but no one tanking the tower yet. And now, Isma dives in to tank the turret. Oscar is dead.
Forward. The level 6 has been hit. Here comes the ult. Here comes the dive.
So Razork's on his way. They'll go for Jun because he doesn't have cleanse. There's the gold card. There's the lockup. Exakick running past as well. And Jun falls first. DOS tanking the tower. Razork joins up with his teammates. Humanoid on his way with the level 6 as well. They lock up Niski for a second, but the stun card into the handshake, into the pool, back into Razork. Falling again. Exa dies to the tower. DOS dies to the auto. Niski almost falls to a missile barrage from the side. In the end, a 2 for 2.
The good news for SK is that Exakick gets one of the kills, so he is able to take advantage of the cash stack. The bad news is that Exakick also ends up losing his life, and the people that got the kills...
Really bad news for Oscar in here, by the way. The equalizer's down, and Irrelevant's going to burn him out.
Solo kill.
Yeah.
Irrelevant has just had Oscar with his skills.
Oh, fight in the mid lane
Very
happening right now. DOS getting chunked away. Handshake out. Humanoid running low on mana. Won't have too many missiles in the chamber. Niski falling short here, though. The gold card into the bailout. Will it be enough? Isma flashes forward. Razork flashes for another kill. 1 for 1 so far, but now Jun is in the midst of SK and he'll fall. Irrelevant coming in from the side as well. No equalizer for him. Razork, no flash, and with Exakick on his way, there's the gold card, and Razork will burn. They'll give it to Exa if they can. SK now 7-3 up. Now, he just equalizes the wave. Will go back. His first item, Razork on the grubs. So objectively, as in terms of objectives, Fnatic ever so slightly ahead because they're 1 grump to 0 and there's no Drakes taken yet for SK. But in terms of gold, I think SK are sitting pretty right now.
They're relying on their scaling. The range is the big thing that we talked about.
Noah has cleanse, but Jun does not. Exa puts the whirling death down, and Jun is meeting his maker. Call of the Forge God from Oscar in, and he's low though. Humanoid trying to join the fray as Isma lands the stun. Niski sacrifices himself once again for the good of the team. Isma's trying to jump away. The cease and desist into Magnet Storm will end this up being a 2 for 1 in favor of
Dragon. And in terms of objectives, they're in a good spot. Noah going to grab himself a plate as well. You look at the gold difference between the AD carries. It's 3-3 relevant in the top lane.
Isma's going to get arrowed. Tries to mount up and get away. Niski's here though. Flash from Isma. Call of the Forge God still connects. Jun trying to put the damage in from the side, and now the collapse does begin. Irrelevant does have TP as well, and there we go. Stun card immediately onto Noah. No cleanse available for him right now. The Whirling Death landing onto all 4 members. Exakick falls low. Will they bring it back in time? They just had to kill Razork, but they do it a second too late. They still find 2. There's 3. As Irrelevant starts to open up. The flames spitting and SK's engine purring as Fnatic already lost 4 of their players, and the flash from Humanoid won't come out. He knows he's done for. Between the 2 teams, Drake up in a minute 30. But Irrelevant has a needlessly large rod and a Leandries. He is absolutely shredding through Fnatic. They don't have a dedicated tank outside of Oscaridin, and Oscaridin fell so far behind.
More of these mid-game plays. I'm just a little worried for SK in terms of being able to force the fights that they want now that Fnatic find themselves with 2 dragons. We'll see how it goes though. Fnatic will also secure that bot tier 1. The Herald now unlocked for SK.
Humanoid also had the passive through that whole sequence of events here as well. With Exakick,
there's 4 people
becomes
now.
A little bit less tanky. There's the TP, and Shard of Crystal Arrow coming down as well, and Isma's tanking the tower. He's locked up for days. Isma will fall. Fnatic react perfectly in the top lane. Razork can look for more cease and desist, the possibility. Go for Irrelevant. You have to feel the call. He flashes early. Knows that he would have been a key target there for Fnatic.
Fnatic overstacking on top means that Niski can secure a mid-tier 1. But that arrow from Jun was crucial. Ceasing.
Things continue on their current trajectory. Winner of this obviously plays up against Mad Lions Koi on Friday. Yes.
Wait, hang on. Isma face checks.
Arrow goes wide. Isma has flash, can dash this wall, but the cease and desist will lock him up. The flash comes out. The true shot barrage will be enough to get the kill. Call of the Forge God as Fnatic start to pray for a good fight today. Irrelevant puts the equalizer down. Oscaridin diving forward. Hostile takeover, not enough, but Exakick might be as Humanoid falls low. Noah and Humanoid blinking health bars. DOS falls first though. Irrelevant unable to get further into this play as Razork steps a little bit too far and he's down. Good knock-up from Oscaridin though, and now already Humanoid
has the package
has the TP.
Here he comes.
There it is. TP's forward.
Yeah, Fnatic want to fight this. They feel strong.
DOS's hostile takeover not up yet. Isma on the front line. Big damage from the Whirling Death. Isma lands the stun onto Razork. Irrelevant trying to find a good equalizer. The arrow going down once again. The equalizer comes out and Jun will burn. Isma now in the midst of 3. The hostile takeover finds 2 as Noah has to dash away across the wall. Razork caught in the middle as Isma's brought to back, but doing their best job at not being suspicious here as the Destiny comes out. Razor's going to try and get into steal, but he's only got the blast cone and Niski's there to stop him. The true shot barrage will not be enough. Niski's going to get locked up, but he can Destiny. He's felt his presence.
That's true.
Shaking them, trying to find out what's inside as Dots lands the handshake onto Razor, the gold card to the follow-up, and Razor's locked up, equalizer down, hostile takeover used, a lot invested.
Now they can siege. They're gonna melt through this tower. The stun comes on to Exakick, but he has his team to defend him. Another tower gets unlocked. SK now playing it safe, choosing to reset. This is looking fantastic for SK.
It does feel a little to scale, and they'll be at 4 items on Noah instead of just the 3 where he currently resides. So they're going to go for this top lane tier 2. True Shot Barrage out again, and Exakick's low. Call of the Forge God being brought down. A prayer sent up by Fnatic as Exakick falls lower. Malignant's ticking away on him. Niski with the gold card lands onto Razor with a flash forward into the double stun. Irrelevant, no equalizer for him. The chase continues here from Fnatic. A good handshake will pull them back. Razor falls first. Arrow onto Isma. The re-engage a possibility. Irrelevant. Look at that equalizer time of Eddie. Top left corner, it's almost back up, and there it goes. The whirling death on 2. As Irrelevant flashes forward, pops a stopwatch, and pops Fnatic where they stand. A beautiful re-engage from SK as they wipe away Fnatic. And is that enough to close out this game?
With the Baron buff and an ace, they can look to try and break into the base of Fnatic. All 5 members dead. Razor going to be alive in 10 seconds. These health bars are blinking from SK. It's going to be a close one. I think it's just going to be an inhibitor and a back away. But we were just singing his praises. And typically it's a caster curse, but it was a blessing in disguise as Irrelevant lands an incredible equal.
There's the arrow onto Isma. Razok stepping forward, Bolt Breaker out, Isma low. Goes in, tries to steal it, but Noah secures it. The call of the Forge God comes out, and even with the hostile takeover, Fnatic have already taken over the fight. They found one.
Lose that summon as
well.
well.
Noah has the cleanse still here. Will use it immediately as Niski thinks he can take him on in an ADC battle. And Noah, he's going to have that back up in time. Baron down to 10,000.
Could very well be it.
Puts a little bit more damage on it. Irrelevant looking for that
Keep
flank
your eyes
position.
on
No
Isma.
flash for him. Isma goes in, only finds one. Noah still has the flash. The equalizer lands on 2, but Isma falls low. Redemption will bring it back up a little bit, but he's getting chunked. The big one from Humanoid alongside Noah enough, and now Irrelevant is in the wrong side of the rift. He's burnt out by Fnatic. Niski chipped away at as well as Humanoid flashes. Exa blocks him. Humanoid finds one. Exa flashes away.
Noah goes for
Noah's
it.
looking for more. Noah doesn't want it to end here. Exa can't find the damage. Stun card from Niski. The misses the wild cards, wouldn't done enough. In the end, a 4-for-1 in favor of Fnatic, the Baron in their eyes.
But they found the fight that they were looking for. The engage was good from Isma, but it wasn't good enough.
Niski's TPing, Niski's TPing.
Is he going to try and end the game?
He's going to look for the end. They don't have Baron in power recalls yet. There's the TP. Can he take it in time? It's ADTF. Will he get it in time? Oscar's going to get back. Niski gets one Nexus Tower. The stun card, not enough. The entire Crystal Arrow coming out as well. But Niski won't be able to do this. He'll take 2 Nexus Towers, but the recalls come out in time. He tries to get away, but he can't escape today.
Ooh.
Double Nexus.
Backdoor at any moment. Fnatic have control over the mid-wave. And here we go. Isma being chipped away at. This is where Fnatic feels the most comfortable. Their poke damage doing good work. Arrow
onto Niski. Isma going in. Equalizer laid down by Irrelevant. They're putting so much damage down with the hostile takeover as well. 1-for-1 so far as Oscar in and flashes away. Noah trying to do everything he can. Irrelevant on the backline though. Humanoid burning. Humanoid ticking down and he'll fall. John low as well. Irrelevant goes out. Now Noah in a 2v1 trying to...
But SK think that they might be able to.
Noah just wants to chip here. True Shot Barrage dodge.
Oh, he's playing at the edge.
Goes forward. Arrow onto Dos. Isma can block. He doesn't though. Isma just lets well. Isma has to pull off a steal. Wendell steals here because it's already down to 3,000. He backs away. Elder secured the whirling death. Not enough. The arrow dodged to the side of, but the cease and desist onto Irrelevant will burn him down. Niski's in the base. The TP from Humanoid. Exakick can stop it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the blood rush to stop it. He can't stand him to the side. But John's down. Noah can open up now as Exakick will fall. Humanoid kills off Niski. And that's it. That's game. Fnatic will make their way to a match with MDK.
Fnatic are able to find the fights that they need to turn this game around. It's heartbreak for SK, but it is nothing but cheers from the arena as the Fnatic fans erupt.
Noah once saved the entire animal population of the world. And here he has saved the Fnatic faithful on his back. Fnatic will make it through to the final weekend of Winter.
These were some of the best highlights from all of the LEC Winter matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.